by the Montana Television Network. Montana This Morning continues on Montana's News Leader.
Another scare here in Texas after 6 package explosions. I'm Nikki Batiste in Austin with the latest on the serial bomber.
Expansion applications were approved last night at City Commission. I'm Adair Spab, and coming up, I'm going to tell you what this means for the future of these businesses.
It is 6:30 here on your Wednesday morning, and there is breaking developments in the Austin, Texas serial bombings.
That's right, a suspect in the deadly attacks reportedly dead after a police pursuit. CBS's Nikki Batiste is in the suburb of Round Rock, Texas, with the latest.
Law enforcement sources tell the CBS affiliate in Austin that a suspect they believe to be a serial bomber is dead. Early this morning, police converged on an area outside the Red Roof Inn along Interstate 35 in Round Rock, Texas, a suburb of Austin. Sources say it was there that the man believed to be responsible for delivering bombs around Austin since March 2nd detonated a device and killed himself. Sources also provided these surveillance photos to the CBS station that appear to show the suspect inside a FedEx facility mailing a package over the weekend. He's seen wearing gloves and a hat. Since the bombings began, 2 people have been killed, 5 have been injured. A total of 5 bombs detonated.
This is something that's ongoing. It's kind of hit every neighborhood. You know, it hurts because it's not bad people. These are innocent people that are getting affected like this.
One of the bombs that went off blew up on a conveyor belt yesterday morning at a FedEx facility just outside of San Antonio. Since then, the shipping giant has said it has been providing investigators with, quote, extensive evidence. 350 federal law enforcement agents traveled to Austin to assist local police. Nikki Batiste, CBS News, Round Rock, Texas.
Now, prior to this morning's breaking news, the reward for any information leading to an arrest stood at $115,000. Again, that was before this morning's confrontation and ultimate demise of the suspect in that case.
Wow.
Crazy stuff.
Crazy stuff. Not too crazy to a start of our day today.
No,
pretty mild, actually.
Beautiful stars, a little chilly, but it was gorgeous out there.
Yeah, we're going to watch the clouds increase as we head into the afternoon today, and we're kind of building toward more shower activity in the area, so that's going to bring some flooding concerns back on the front burner before we're all said and done. Temperatures this morning actually very mild, teens and 20s for most of the area. Looks like our temperatures should be below average, but still milder for the late part of the day. And likely to be into the mid-40s today, closer to our average high heading into tomorrow. We'll talk more in depth about your complete forecast coming up.
Thank you, Matt. Coming up on 6:33, new details have emerged about the double murder that left a Helena area couple dead in their home. An arrest has been made. MTN's Mackenzie Frost reports on what we know about the suspect and what's next.
Caleb David Taylor was arrested late Tuesday afternoon in connection to the death of a 61-year-old man and a 64-year-old woman. Lewis and Clark County Sheriff Leo Dutton says a concerned family friend found the front door of a home on the 1300 block of Cayuse Road unlocked late Monday night, and inside, the 2 victims. That's when 911 was called, and Dutton says the investigation began and unfolded quickly. The couple was last seen alive Saturday.
It was a violent crime. No firearms were involved.
Federal and state agencies are all helping with this murder investigation, which Dutton says will take some time.
This is not a crime scene where you see it condensed into an hour. It takes longer than that.
Taylor is charged with 2 counts of homicide and 1 count of tampering with evidence. He is currently being held in the Lewis and Clark County Detention Center. Investigators say they are looking for another person of interest. The sheriff calling this incident tragic.
This was a mom and a dad, and these cases are not easy to work. Some of my staff knew these people personally. It was difficult, but the staff did their job, and they know to be professional and to work to a conclusion to get the county attorney the best case we can is how we're going to bring honor to them.
In Helena, Mackenzie Frost, MTN News.
Now, Caleb Taylor has a previous conviction for burglary. According to court records, Taylor stole around $15,000 worth of items from a Cayuse home back in 2015. And according to a State Department of Corrections website, Taylor was out on conditional release as of September of 2017. Again, Taylor is now being charged with 2 counts of homicide and 1 count of tampering with evidence.
In other court headlines, 2 men who locked themselves to cement barrels outside the Stevens Creek Bison facility last Friday have entered pleas to their charges. Joshua Rivera of Colorado accepted a plea deal. He pleaded guilty to trespassing and obstruction, both misdemeanors. Rivera was also ordered to pay Yellowstone National Park more than $1,900. Mark Wolf of Illinois pleaded not guilty to the charges of obstructing an agency function, obstructing a government worker, and closure violations. His next court date has been set for April 4th at the Yellowstone National Park's Justice Center. Both men have been released from jail.
And Bozeman City Commissioners have approved expansions for 2 local businesses. Maderos Babb has those details.
Now that Costco and the Community Food Co-op have approved expansion applications, they're looking forward to adding on to their buildings. The application that was approved last night for the co-op is for a 23,000 square foot expansion. That means the building would more than double its current size. Bozeman planner Addie Jaden says the co-op plans to integrate green energy into the new building.
I think the co-op's really proud of this application because of some of their sustainable elements that they're incorporating. They're using PV panels and a vegetated roof, which we think is one of the first in Bozeman for a commercial structure.
Across town, Costco is also looking to expand its building by about 24,000 square feet. It also wants to bring in an additional 150 parking spaces. The city granted Costco approval as long as improvements are made to the Max and Catrone intersection. Ways of doing this include a roundabout, a 4-way stop, or a stoplight. The cost that would come to making changes to this intersection right behind me would be paid for by a cost share between the city, Costco, and the surrounding residents. In Bozeman, Maderos Babb, MTN News.
Now, the next step for these businesses is to apply for building permits, which are reviewed within 30 days.
Mining City headlines this morning. Will the Evel Knievel Days Festival in Butte ride again this summer? Well, maybe. MTN's John Amy talked with the organizer of the festival to find out what it's going to take to keep it from running out of fuel.
The man who started Evel Knievel Days 18 years ago is ready to launch the event again. But without funding, it could crash and burn.
Right now, I'm hoping that, I can get some answers in the next 2 weeks at least, to figure out if it's going to go or if it isn't. And I think that, if the funding's available, then we're going to charge forward and make it happen. But, without the funding, it's not going to happen.
Rundle, who was close friends with Evel Knievel, started the festival back in 2000. And while the event has changed organizers over the years, he's ready to take the wheel again. He says he needs $200,000 to keep it going this summer. He believes the event is important to Butte.
And if it wasn't for Evel Knievel Days, I don't know that the folk festival would be here, or, we'd be the festival city. So it's the oldest running festival, and I just hope to God that we can keep it going.
Well, Evel Knievel Days has always been about the daredevil and the bikes. And Bill Rundle says that if Evel Knievel were alive today, he'd want this festival to continue.
I know that, he always told me before he passed away that, Billy, keep it going, keep it going. So there's been a lot of people that have tried hard to keep it going. And so, hopefully we can continue that.
The owner of Copper Canyon Harley Davidson in Butte says it's important this festival continue.
It's very important to keep Evel Knievel Days going. I mean, it's great for business. It brings a lot of people to town. It's a great event. We all look forward to it every summer.
But without funding, this festival may have had its last ride. In Butte, John Amy, MTN News.
Again, to recap, if the festival does not get enough funding, it will be held, if it does get enough funding, it will be held the last weekend in July. If not, Rundle says the festival may be done for good in the mining city.
Oh,
more to follow.
More to follow on that for sure. Stay with us. Coming up in just a moment, we look how the Montana Law Enforcement Academy is trying to help sexual assault survivors by revamping their rape kits.
But first, here's Gail King with a look at what's coming up at 7 o'clock on CBS This Morning.
Good morning. Ahead on CBS This Morning, there's breaking news. We're in Austin, where the suspect in the serial bombings is dead after a confrontation with police. Plus, the fourth winter storm in 3 weeks gets ready to slam the Northeast. We're going to Maryland, which could get up to a foot of snow. And cardiologist Dr. Tara Narula with how taking some popular painkillers could be increasing your risk of heart attack and even a stroke. We'll see you at 7 o'clock on the dot.